Hey there, guys. Happy Friday, or TGIF. I'm delighted that you are able to join me again this evening. Thank you to the supporters, viewers, and guests, because you know we couldn't do it without you. I am your host, Shayrenee, and tonight's episode of the Indie Spotlight Fridays, happening on Instagram Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is a stellar one. Talented Philadelphia rapper and lyricist ST8BARZ will be our first guest, and talented Allentown and Philadelphia's own rapper and lyricist Stylez will be joining us as our second guest. When the first guest comes into the room, I will invite him to the camera and we will start the interview. Please keep your comments to a minimum so that we don't distract our guests, but you can ask as many questions as you want if you put them in the question box below. Hey, Charlie. It's not letting me wave. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a lot of fun. So we're just waiting for our guest, and I hope you're having fun for your birthday, Charlie. Shout out to Charlie, my cousin, for stopping by. And hey, I see TL Styles in here too. If we have any difficulties, I always cut the live off and start it back over again.
Yo,
Hey, how are you?
how you doing?
Hi. I want to ask you, I want to tell you actually, thank you for being very reachable, so that I can have this interview with you.
Okay. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for, responding.
Definitely. So, I'm stationed now out of Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia. Um, Tell me, what part of Philadelphia are you from?
I'm from West Philly.
From West Philly. Great.
Yeah.
Let me put your stuff down here. And tell me, how did you come up with your name?
Uh, the name came about because, um, like I will always try to make commercial music.
Mm-hmm.
I will always try to make I got some songs that's real Bobby, ketchup and mustard type songs. I got songs like that.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I tried to make a song like that, it just most of the time, like 90% of the time, it didn't work out. And
Mm.
every time I tried to make a song that was real light, it ended up being heavy. So like all my songs, most of them came out just bars. So that's how I got my name, ST8BARZ, because I couldn't make nothing too commercial, even when I tried to.
Yeah. I was listening to, I think, the PHA song.
Yeah,
I really liked it. That it was deep.
thank you. Payne Hills, oh, thank you. Or Philadelphia Housing Authority. I tried to mess with the I tried to reach out to the people on that one.
But you know what? Both issues in Philadelphia are big. I liked it. Um, so where can people find your music? Where can people find your music at?
I'm on all major platforms currently as now. I'm on all major platforms: Google, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon. I'm on Instagram Music, Facebook. Got this little thing with the music. I'm on YouTube as well.
Yeah, so what would you put into subscribe to your YouTube? Because I notice like a lot of times YouTube is really important so that you can see all like your films, your videos, and everything like that.
Yeah, all you gotta do to pull up anything of mine, just type my name in. No space, nothing. Just ST8BARZ. Just like how you got it pinned. That's it.
Like that. Awesome, awesome.
Yep.
Do you have any merch for sale?
Yes, I do. I just came out with my own brand called Born Sturdy.
Born Sturdy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Born Sturdy and #7 because you know 7 is the number of completion. So I feel like we was born empowered. So that's where my name came from.
Wow. So what type of merchandise do you have available at this moment since you just like started it and stuff?
Yeah, so as of now, I only have T-shirts and hoodies.
Okay.
I have T-shirts and hoodies, but I'm gonna expand much, much, much more. Like I'm expand much
Right.
more than like right now. I'm in the midst, as we speak, of finishing my album, my first album. I have 2 mixtapes out. Confession of a Lyricist is one. That's my very first. That's like my baby trial. And then my one that I just dropped is Missing Link. That's more hardcore. And the album that's coming out September the 11th in honor of everybody that we lost is Life Behind Bars.
Wow, wow. Great, great. I think I seen like that announcement on your page
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
album.
yeah.
So this
Yeah, a
will be
lot of
your
people
second
are waiting
album,
on
right?
it.
I'm sorry, go
No,
ahead.
this will be my first album,
Oh,
but I
okay.
got 2 mixtapes out already.
Oh, okay, okay. And your first mixtape, I'm sorry, what was the title of that?
Confessions of a Lyricist,
Confessions of a Lyricist, and your second one was
Missing Link.
Missing Link. Okay, okay. Okay. And your
Mhm.
new album, you haven't did you make a title for that yet or no?
Yeah, Life
Oh.
Behind Bars.
Oh, Life Behind Bars. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's just
Got it.
like my name and
Yeah, I like it. In fact, I like all the titles that you have.
thank you.
Where can people buy your merch at? Would is it like for do you have like a an Instagram store or a website or like they would just
As
DM
of
you?
now, nah. As of now, I have none of that up yet. I'm gonna keep it
Mhm.
to the oil. I have none of that up yet. But since I'm an artist, since I'm an artist, right, and I travel a lot. Like right
Yeah,
now, I'm in my comfortable gear because I'm like I said, I'm working on my album.
yeah,
But since I travel a lot, I am the brand.
right.
So people see me and what's that? Where you get that from? I got it right in the trunk. Holla at me.
No, yeah, that's like that's actually before we got into like a huge the digital age and stuff. That's how it started. You sold everything out of your car, or you sold it
Yeah,
at hand. So and you sell it at shows. Yes,
for
yeah,
sure. It was DVDs and mixtapes back in the day. I mean,
yeah,
I try to do that for the
yeah.
most part, as most as I can. So,
What are some or what is some of the best advice you could give to an up and coming artist, rapper, lyricist, just artist? What is some like the best advice you can give them from like your experiences and what you've been through and you know?
okay. The best advice I could give is just stay true to yourself. Just because it's catchy, that don't mean it's gonna last. Just because you know, everybody doing it, they gotta. I always use bread as an example. We got, you know, wheat bread, we got white bread, we got potato bread. What we all got in common as artists, we're artists. So everything they got in common are bread. But you got people that love wheat bread. Don't try to be white bread if you wheat bread, because it's people that's gonna like you. Just because wheat bread popping and you see wheat bread all over the place, that don't mean you know what I mean? People still like white bread. Don't you fall into the trap of wheat because you ain't wheat. Stay white. Not physically, but literally, you mean? Because I love my people. I'm pro-black all the way. But stay
Right.
white bread. You know what I'm saying? Don't you dare try to cross over because at the end of the day, we already got Chris Brown. We already got Lil Uzi. We already got, yes, you may pop and it may be catchy, but they only listening to you because you sound familiar. They listening to you because they like that already. Give them something new. Bust the game open with something new. Be yourself. That's how you grab them. And then on top of that, you got people that know you in the streets. So I like to rap about what I actually live about. I don't know about nobody else. PHA is 100% true. Like 100% true. No fabrication. All my music is true. That's where my best is. My best. That's where my best inspiration come from. So I can never lose myself because I stay true to myself. So that means I will always be able to make good music because it comes from my heart, and my heart doesn't change but grow. It elevates.
Wow.
So
What a very you use some very, very great metaphorical language, and you have a very, very great message. I agree. I agree. So, and that's what makes you authentic. And I think that like being original is actually, like you said, is actually that's like one of the step ones of branding.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
You
how
know.
you become a trendsetter. You can't be a trendsetter following a trend. It's already out. You got to bust out with something new, man. Give them something to be like, who that? Because, like, believe it or not, Queen, I'm trying to tell you, I had trials and tribulations, like in the beginning of that song.
Yeah, yeah.
I really did. Period. That's on who Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like, I had trials and tribulations. Only because, one, I wasn't talking about a lot of, penis sucking. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
talking about a lot of dropping it like it's pre-cooked. I
Yeah.
wasn't talking about a lot of that. So when I automatically got on stage, got, there go this narrow.
Yeah.
But in all reality is it was just intimidated. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
had people walk out on my set before. I done had people,
Wow.
just stand there and look at me. I done lost the trash rappers. I'm talking about trash. But because it was of the dominant, species, it was all good. They'd rather give it to him than to let a female elevate properly.
Sure, and I think that's a huge. I think that that is one of the is one of the issues, and that's so like it's so great to see that I see a lot of different female rappers of all styles, not just of all styles. They might have like glamorous rap, storytelling, street rap, all
Mhm.
that type of stuff. That's great to see that women are doing that.
Mhm.
Because it is a male dominated industry, and you're exactly right. And
Yeah.
people can be, and you know what, I'm glad you talked about that because when you are performing, people can be rude. They can they can be rude. I literally have experienced it. I've actually sang at a place and people have talked through the entire set.
Yeah. Like you're
I'm
not
like
even there.
like
Like you're not even there. Like you're
yeah.
not even there. It doesn't, and it make you want to call them some words. But but I always say this, like even though they not gonna feel you, despite this is like scientifically proven. Even if we not listening, we hear it.
Hmm.
And our brains still decode and understand what we're saying, even if we think we're not listening. So I just look at it like that. You hear me, you think you don't, but I know you hear what I'm saying. There's something that's gonna catch your eye. So I rap for everybody that's actually still listening. People that want to say the stuff that I say because a lot of people don't are not outspoken. And I'm starting to learn that through like my journey of music, through my journey of life, period. A lot of people, things that come natural to me, like, man, I'll slip this. A
Yeah.
lot of people not on that wave. They think it, a lot of people be committing first 48 in their head, but they will never say it or nothing like that. So I feel like I'm just like the voice for the voiceless at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not afraid to go up there and talk about how much God's been good to me, how grateful I am to him. I'm not afraid of that because it's a true story.
Hmm.
It's a true story. So it's like a lot of people are scared to be themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
They have a lot of pressure from I always would say that I think that a lot of parts in the music industry, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like the culture is pushing the industry, not the artist pushing the culture. At one time,
Nope.
that's what was happening. It's like this
Nope.
culture and
Yeah.
everybody get in line and and follow it. But I'm glad I'm glad you're making music and and that people are still out here defying the odds.
Listen, me too. Because I feel like this. I respect all publicity is good publicity in my eyes. Because
Yeah.
they're gonna talk to you, they're gonna talk about you till you pass away. So it doesn't really matter to me. You're gonna talk regardless if I'm doing good. You're gonna talk if I'm doing bad. You're gonna talk. So go ahead and talk. Tell people who I am. Go ahead, because I don't believe rumors defy people because they can alter. They can alter somebody's perception of you. They can do that because somebody be like, "Oh, you acting bougie." So, like if we were close friends, me and you were close friends, and I tell you, "Girl, don't go over there to such and such house. She got roaches." Now it ain't nothing wrong with roaches. I know roaches. They're cool. Long as you don't got a ton of them niggas, you cool. But that's off topic. You don't trust what I'm saying, right? Because we cool.
Right.
So before you go over Peanut house, you gonna have it in your head like Peanut got roaches. Because my man told me Peanut got roaches, and I trust what she's saying to me because that's my friend.
Yeah.
So it can alter people's perception of you, but me, I'm more of a see it to believe it type person, except for my faith, my spirituality. But I don't judge somebody off of somebody else's perception because that's their truth, not mine.
Right.
So I get to know you first. Now, if you got roaches, let me see the roaches. Right. I don't care. My friend told me you got roaches. All right, because they may not like you. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? They may have a towards you, so they just said anything.
So, isn't that's definitely like a testimony, because it could be the person that has that are living in a worser conditions that you can trust on, and the person with the condominium that you couldn't trust. You couldn't trust your pet with. You can't trust nothing with it.
It humbles you. Life humbles you.
Yeah.
Whether you want it to humble you or not. And I feel like everything in life is a choice. You have a choice. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to be a product of your environment. You do not have to be a product of your environment, because at the end of the day, I've been through so much other things that, I'm just grateful to even tell the story, that I'm alive to tell the story.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, because it's like I done been in shootouts. I done been in car accidents. I flew out my passenger, flew out the car on the expressway.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I done. That's why in PHA I refer to talking to God as me again. I refer to talking to him and speaking to him, because it was a lot of situations in my life that I was just foolish on. And I feel like it just comes with growth. And music always been like a venting tool to me, because I had, my mom. Now, my mom had 9 kids, so we all grew up in the house together. We all grew up. Girl, it was popular back in the day. If you had 6 kids, 6 or more, you wasn't popular. But now it's popular to have 1 or 2. But back in the day, a big family was really, it was really, it was like a glory type thing. Like, okay, you good. Yeah. But I grew up in all the chaos. A lot of chaos. You know what I'm saying? A lot of chaos. So that's why I just speak freely, because I done mastered the fact that they're going to talk with or without. And I feel like I'm not about to live my life to somebody else's approval, but I had to get there, though. Yeah. It's much easier said than done. I had to get to that point that I didn't want to live by somebody else's approval. I had to realize to myself, like, yo, it ain't bunk beds in the grave. It's only one. And I'm going to have to get for me. So I realized me holding on, not holding my tongue and not speaking my music perspective, because some testimonies or some music save people's lives. You just never know.
It has.
It saves people's lives. So I hope and I pray that one day, if somebody going through a dry spell, because I do got a song out called Prayer, and they just listen to it, because it's like uncut and it's real. It's real. So
I definitely agree with that. And you're I noticed that, like, through the pandemic, a lot of rap music has gotten into a lot of it. Do you have any upcoming performances, whether virtual or outside of it?
Yeah, I just not too long ago opened up for Freeway on the 14th of May. I opened up for him. It was a great experience.
Where was that at?
Yeah, it was at Chuck Alibi.
Chuck Alibi.
There we go. I don't know how to pronounce it because it looked like it's in Arabic. Rock with me. But I did it there. It was fun. It was such an honor. I never thought that I would even touch a stage or even be in that guy's presence, because to me, he's like a legend in Philly. Yeah. So I never thought I would be nowhere near Close Bull, and like for him to be like, "Yeah, you coming up? I got you. I'm a support." It was just like,
yeah, right, surreal, surreal. And every celebrity, or not every celebrity, but every figure some are don't have as open as arms, and that's great to see that. I'm happy that Freeway welcomed you with open arms and you got to meet him and everything went very well. That was
Yes.
great. Are you
Thanks.
are you collaborating with any artists?
Yeah, man. Honestly, I feel like I'm behind 2 or 3 songs because because I had so many collaborations. Uh I'm actually collaborating with Double Trouble. They were Rule of Three, but they're Double Trouble. So shout out to them. I'm
Oh,
collaborating with a guy called Skype or something, but he's in Tennessee. So that's a good collaboration for me. He's from Tennessee. So
oh.
I'm also collabing with I call him my little big bro, Mr. Doodle. He's actually collabing on a song that I wrote called Time that's going to be on the album.
Hmm.
So I got a few. I got a few collaborations. Like I said, I feel like I'm a little behind, but I'm getting there.
Great, great, great. So, due to the COVID-19 shutdowns and we lost a lot of people, the entertainment industry was affected very, very hugely on a large scale for live entertainment or
Mhm.
anyone who owned a business. Just
Mhm.
asking of another performer, where do you see like the future of live performance?
Um, Due to the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
they, I mean, I see a lot of virtual going on, but
Mm-hmm.
in Philly, they really not having that. I see a lot of virtual in other places, but Philly ain't having that. Philly was never having COVID. I don't know why I thought it could come over there, but Philly was never having never having COVID. Like they didn't care about COVID. They didn't stop them from going over to their cousin TT house. They didn't care about COVID. So I feel like certain cities and states are still going to have live performances. I just feel like, honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're going to start pushing this vaccine,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to have to show identification. Think
Mm.
that we've been vaccinated to leave the country, to get into places, to work. I said the devil is a liar. I ain't get vaccinated. I don't know. I'm not pro-vaccinated. Anybody, you can get vaccinated if that's what people choose to do, but I'm not getting vaccinated. So I just feel like, we probably be like the last of the Mohicans on my people that ain't getting vaccinated. You know what I mean? I feel like we the last of the Mohicans. You know what I mean? Stay strong. Don't take that needle, man. Don't do it.
I think
But
it's
yeah, I feel
definitely
like,
a choice for a person. I'm sorry, you can go ahead and then I'll talk after you.
no, I was basically in my statement. I feel like, yeah. I feel like the show must go on with or
Yeah.
without. I feel like actually this is a good time for artists to restate themselves, get
Mm-hmm.
their head right. Is a lot of time that you could write. Is a lot of time that you could work on your craft, and you gotta be able to take constructive criticism as an artist. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Mm-hmm.
to. You cannot be a non-workable artist. Like you just nobody can tell you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even Jay-Z, I'm not too fond of Jay-Z, but even Jay-Z speaks upon growth and letting people tell himself, and everybody be big on this age thing. Oh, you got to do it while you're young. Not necessarily, because he was 27. He got
Mm-hmm.
turned down by so many record labels. Now
Mm-hmm.
my man out here, you know what I mean, head looking crazy. He looked like Viola Davis. He just out here. He out here now. Like, sorry, Jay-Z, he called some people, but he out here. So,
Yeah, yeah, growth. Yeah. I think that too, and I think that's another good topic that you brought up. That it does not have to be at a certain age. You have to believe that you're doing what you're doing because
yep.
it brought you this far to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't do it without all that previous experience.
Right, right. I feel like the downfalls make you go harder. So don't be afraid when the door gets shut or the window get cracked. Just keep going because, like I said, I had plenty of people walk out on my sets. I had plenty of people, I had plenty of people start to envy me after a while. And it's like, I never got that because I'm so humble. Not to
Hmm.
toot my horn, but damn it, I'm so humble. And I think we need to normalize being humble, normalize
Hmm.
being wise, normalize knowing better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I get the envy or I got secret fans too. I'm gonna talk about my secret fans real quick. Shout out to y'all. My secret fans are the ones that don't admit that they like my music out loud, but slide in my DM asking me, can I perform a song? Yeah, I'm putting you on blast. Slide in my DM and ask me, can I perform a song? But they refuse to clap when I perform. They refuse to even stand there.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, when they found out I'm going somewhere, they're like, oh, can you perform X, Y, Z? So yeah,
Yeah,
shout out.
like
I don't
wow.
know, but you know what? Like, I feel like it's because a lot of people just like you can always tell somebody that's genuine
Mm-hmm.
because they stay genuine, and the people that's almost genuine or halfway genuine, they like to talk about you, stab you on your back, or them just downplay you. They like to
Mm-hmm.
downplay you, and they be jealous of your crumbs, and they got a full plate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of it. It's definitely a lot of that in the industry. You
Man, oh
know,
man.
I notice like when I see different artists, even if I might not like the music first off the bat, I respect them as artists and them taking on so much work and them doing a lot because I know it takes a lot. It takes a lot
Ooh,
to do it. A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of patience. It's just a lot. And I respect the hustle and the struggle of it and trying to do it. Even if I don't love everyone's music, because you're not, as a person, you're not going to love everyone's music. But I do
nope.
really like the spirit of artists.
Yes, because it's so hard just to get up there.
Yes.
People don't understand. You looking at a bunch of people in their face with the disapproval of you. So they got the face of who this nigga. Why you up there? Everybody looking like who this nigga? Why you up there rapping and doing your music? Who this nigga? Like everybody just looking. And if you pop and Philly is crabs in the barrel. Sad to say, I love you guys, but they like when you pop and just don't pop too much. They
Yeah,
like when you good, just
competition.
don't do too
Yeah,
much. Yeah, like just don't do too much. But I'm ready to do too much. And what I
yeah,
do is I'm just on board for it all, and I continue to pray and stay humble and grounded so I could continue moving forward. Like I can't let little glitches and bumps in the road, stop me from doing anything.
that's right. So hopefully one day, somehow, some shape, form, I will work with you. I really, really, I think your spirit is great.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Yeah, you and
I get that a lot.
I love
Everybody be like, "We love your song." I'm like, "I can't
that.
sing my song."
Yeah, I noticed that about a lot of rap artists or a lot of hip hop artists, a lot of urban artists, independent artists have really really good
Mhm.
people, somebody that you really really want to work with, that you would like to talk to and work with. So this is the time before we wrap up the interview that I asked if the guest has a question for me.
Anybody got a question for her?
Yeah, like if
Yeah,
you
man.
have if I'm sorry, I'm asking you if you have a question for me or not.
Oh, girl, you.
I had to put it. I have to put it in a more a better way.
Yeah, like a open
Yeah,
statement,
yeah,
right? Yeah, like
yeah.
anybody, everybody. I'm open for questions too, y'all. If y'all want to ask me too, I'm open for questions too. I would like for y'all to follow me before I answer my questions.
Sure.
Follow me at ST8,
Hmm.
ST8 underscore BARZ. Follow me, follow me. If not, follow me. Google me, baby. I'm on ST8 BARZ. No underscore for Google or nothing else. If you type in my name, just type it in straight like that, straight how it is. But my question is, you said you sing, right?
Yes.
What I always wanted to have like a voice, some people say I sound like Jesus and Fergie, like mixed,
Oh,
you
wow.
know. But I can't sing to save my life. I could write songs because I wrote a song, but I cannot sing. So as a singer on the R&B flip, how is it for you?
How is it for me? So I noticed that my experience might have been a little different because after I started learning more about music and music business and learning about different artists after I graduated from community college in 2018 with an associate's in music performance.
I know
And,
that's right.
and then
Congratulations. Jack.
thank you. And that's when I started learning more stuff. And I started learning more stuff when I was supposed to be on a record label, but got after 11 months of making music, I they told me they were no longer interested in me. That's when like my journey became. So I noticed like when another people was doing their artistry and stuff, they might have had a mentor or they had just a different way in. We're both doing the same thing, just a different way in. So for me, um, it's been good, but I noticed that you have to have the one thing I would tell someone is to have adaptability Try
Mm-hmm.
to have adaptability and know that, you know, the things aren't what they seem when you look at the entertainment industry. A lot of things aren't what it's really seems like. There's a good show going on.
Right.
But it's
Okay.
not over and over. Can you
Okay.
can you also tell them, okay, so I got like a couple more about a minute or two left. Could you tell them about your YouTube page real fast before I wrap this up?
Oh yeah. My YouTube page is my name. I got a couple videos up there. I'm actually working on more visuals. Yeah, I mean, I gotta have more visuals because I got so many songs that I want to do visuals too. But I'll be busy performing the songs, being the visual. I'll be forgetting that I actually gotta make a visual. So, because I'm constantly, you know, I'm just constantly pushing myself.
Yes.
I mean, I gotta believe in myself before anybody else. As
That's
far as the music industry, you're right because I done been in the studio with Dream Chasers and all of them, and it's not, you know, Tiffy and all of them. It ain't, you know, what it's cracked up to be. So this is why I force like I push to stay focused
yeah.
because you can't lose yourself. You can't lose yourself. And me, I'm just a silent assassin. You know what I mean? Go on my YouTube, listen to me because I be talking at the SH Blank TV. So
Yeah.
listen to me. You know what I mean? Because I got something to say. And like for everybody that do support me and everybody that listens to me and everybody that pop out my shows, everybody twerk to my music, everybody that smoke a cigarette to my music, I thank you. I'm not a
Oh,
cigarette smoker, but I thank you. I thank everybody that listens to me. I thank everybody that supports me and helps me because at the end of the day, it just be the smallest things that keep me going. The smallest things. Because somebody wrote me this today. He was like, F young MA, F young MA, you out here setting trends and did the finger snap. I didn't know him, but shout out to him for that. Shout out to him for
awesome.
that.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on, and thank you for coming on the Indie Spotlight, and thank all the viewers and the supporters. And I hope that you have a really good evening. I hope you had a really good evening.
I'm trying. I'm out here. I'm about to get back to work to this album. I'm about to get back on the grid and you know
Yes.
I'm trying to move everywhere. I mean, I got Philly. I'm trying to start performing in VA. I performed in Atlanta, but I'm trying to lock VA in Atlanta down. So
Yes.
that's my next go to.
Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and have a great evening.
Heavily humble. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right. So now we have our second guest. I'm going to invite her to the camera, TL Styles. Um, so I wait till she comes back into the room. Hold on. Okay. Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm blessed. I can't even complain. How you doing?
Great, great. I wanted to tell you thank you for being very reachable, so that you can come on the show and we can start, to being for me able to reach you very, very smoothly.
Thank you for being able to, you know, respond back to me in a timely manner and just, giving me the opportunity to be on the show and everything like that.
Great. So tell me about where you're from.
I'm originally from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I I go back and forth from like growing up. I went back and forth from Allentown to Philadelphia
Mhm.
because that's where my like dad's side of the family's from. So like West Philly, I would be down bottom and everything like that, running around from like the weekends and the summers and everything. So I feel like that really played a part in like me and becoming who I was, who I'm gonna be, and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So how did you come up with the name TL Styles?
TL Styles. So my name is TL Simmons. So one of my favorite rappers is Styles P. So I'm like, I'm thinking
Oh,
about it
yeah.
at first. I went by a while back. I went by Nino, a little more grittier, kind of like New Jack City. But then I'm like,
Mhm.
let me really tap into it and give the people me. So I'm like, all right, TL Styles, that'll work because I know like I like to be versatile. I don't like to stick to one genre. I like to really just touch base on everything. If I feel like rocking out, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Mm.
that's pretty much where it came from.
Awesome, awesome. Where can people find your music? Where can people find your music at, or find you on social media?
I'm on all streaming platforms. You can look me up: Apple Music, Spotify, pretty much YouTube, Instagram. I have all my videos up for the most part on YouTube, but if you just type it in on Google, you'll be able to find me, TL Styles.
Awesome. So TL Files on YouTube, Instagram, and all your music is on all the major streaming platforms. I listened to your song True Colors, and
Appreciate it.
I really liked it. I really liked it.
Thank you.
I
Thank
usually
you.
love like when a lot of like rappers can story tell, and I actually like I think there was a visual. I'm not sorry. There was I can't remember the title of the video. It was like you were having like an argument with your girlfriend or something like
Okay,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I liked it. It was great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for checking it out. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the model that was in the video and everything like that. Yeah, I wanted to touch base on relationships because I feel like people always put the glitters and glitz and the lovey-dovey stuff, but nobody want to talk about the pain that comes with it and the heartbreak. So that's where that song came from. So I just brung it back around and kind of brung the visual with it so people could really understand what it meant to me.
What is the name of that video, that song and video?
True colors.
True. Oh, that was True Colors.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
true
okay,
colors.
okay. Wow, wow. Great, great. So, what is some of the best advice that you could give to an up and coming artist or up and coming rapper or artist?
I would say, pretty much pray about everything before you move. You know what I mean? If it doesn't feel right, if you kind of anxious and worried about anything, just pray on it and stay consistent. Don't be scared to invest in yourself because a lot of people think that people will take the time out to invest in them, but more so you got to invest in yourself because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna believe in you like you do. And I feel like sometimes we're our own biggest critic. So you got to look past that and really be like ambitious about things. If you got to look in the mirror and be like, you got this today, then that's what it got to be. It's about mentality and just pretty much putting a 1 foot forward every day. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I noticed that like being an artist is a very, very independent thing. You're
Yes,
not funded. You're not funded. You have to do it until we see when a lot of companies and stuff support people, but it's like the person has been doing it on their own. They've been funding it. They've been putting all their hard-earned money, dimes. They have to buy models, video sets,
definitely.
videographers, clothes, travel. They have to be at places. Sometimes places don't send them the tickets. They have to go and invest a lot of their own money into it. So it's
Yes,
not
most
an easy
definitely.
thing that they have to do that. Um, do you have any up and coming performances, whether virtually or events coming up that you'll be performing at?
I've been looking into some. I won't even lie. Like, I haven't had any offers yet. I had people. I had people ask me or throw me little shout outs or little links to go to some events. So I'm kind of like I'm starting to get my feet wet on it. You know what I mean? Because I just started doing everything in November. I always had it, but I really put my first song out in November. So I'm just kind of I'm looking forward to the opportunities to come. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that so due to the COVID-19 shutdowns and like everything that it did, the people we lost, the restaurants, the businesses, the entertainment industry, all was pretty much crumbled for
Hmm.
over a year. Where do you see the future of music or the future of live music and entertainment going?
I feel like, you just got to make your own lane. I think that the virtual, it pops off. A lot of people like it. Some people don't really want to be around a large crowd right now. And that's very understandable. I think that it's all about how you present yourself. If you have a live performance on something, you got some lights, the ambiance, you got to set the ambiance. You got to work with what's going on right now in the time, in the space. Like you said, adapt. And I think that's a key word because you do have to adapt to any situation you're in and make the best out of it. So I think that virtual will be good because a lot of people are open to it. But then also I think that the live performances, people are just going to get out and it's going to be jam packed and you know what
Yes.
that comes with. So it is what it is. I feel like
Yeah.
people just need to choose wisely and go for what they believe in and they chase their dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good answer.
Thank you.
I think that also now that we have been in captivity for a while, I think that more people whose music that people didn't like support as much, I feel like people will just go to a lot of different, more independent showcases so that it can showcase a lot of the artists that are not getting as much traffic or people are not seeing as much or whatever. So I hope that happens. I hope that a
Yeah, I
lot
think
more
this is a
people.
good time to really get out there and do
Yeah,
showcases. Yeah.
yeah. Um, are you collaborating with any artists or working with any artists lately?
Right now, the only person I ever really collaborated with is one of my peoples from way back. His name is EK Rab. We did the "Give Me Mine" song together, and then I just did my album, and I really wanted to make it a solo project, so people can really feel me more so than have 10 different people on it, and you really not knowing who I am as an artist. So
Mm.
after that dropped May 1st. Yours truly is out now. Anybody listening, go check that out. I just really wanted to focus on me, and coming up, I really plan on collaborating with people. So anybody out there listening that got a good vibe and really want to collaborate, I'm open minded to it, and I'm ready.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I actually, when you said that, you were saying like about you want them to feel you. You want them to hear what you have to offer. I actually seen um Pop Smoke talk about that before he passed away. He said like
Okay.
my first album he had features on his next album, but on his first album he was like, I pretty much had that. It was pretty much all me. So
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. I understand that. Um, do you have any merchandise for sale?
Yes, actually, I do. I have a brand. It's called Pray More, Worry Less. I established it back in 2020. I was going through some health issues, and I was like, you know what?
Mm.
I was really down. I was worried. Stress is like one of the leading factors of death. Heart attacks, everything like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
it was just like God came to me and was like, pray more, worry less. And I'm like, you know what? That hits. And it really got me through a hard time or whatever the case may be. I gave it up to something higher than myself, and as you see, I'm here now. I'm healthy, and I'm just pretty much
Oh,
blessed. So that's what the brand is. You can find it on. You can DM me. It's press on demand. Um, any color. I have a variety, whatever you feel comfortable in. I want to just give it to the people to really just take the brand for what it is.
awesome. Awesome. What type of things do you offer in your with your clothing brand? Like what are you offering now? Since it's kind of not real, it's kind of little new. So what are you offering now? Like what pieces are you offering now?
All right. So if you notice, like in my videos, I pretty much designed everything that I like. If you checked out like True Colors, for example, I designed a jacket in it. I have jackets, I have hoodies, pretty much anything that you can think about putting it on that works for you. That's what I have. I have notebooks. You want to journal, you want to write some things down, set some goals or whatever, get up to something higher than yourself. And I have umbrellas, just a little
Wow.
variety of everything.
No, I never heard like a lot of people who said they had umbrellas. I think
Yeah.
that's definitely real creative. How can people purchase it? Do you have an Instagram store or would they just direct contact you or do you have a website?
Right now, it's direct contact. If you DM
Okay.
me, whatever you want, then I'll pretty much press it, send it to you, and make it happen. There's going to be a website soon. It's going to be praymorewworryless.shop. That's coming soon. I should
Wait,
be
more.
having that up running in the next month or whatever the case may be, and you'll see everything on there. It's going to be pretty easy to maneuver around. I'm doing it on myself, so bear with me, but I'm
Yes.
learning as I go. So
Yeah, yeah, you know what? Like doing you're being very proactive and you're being a self-starter, so you're doing a lot of things yourself. What else do you handle yourself as being an artist? What else do you do for yourself? Like what other hats do you wear besides being the rapper and the lyricist and the writer and the creator?
I'm the promoter. I pretty much pick the beats out, everything. I'm all around everything. I'm not really I outsource because I don't want to put too much weight on myself, and I don't mind
Hmm.
um reaching out to people and being like, hey man, can you do this, and collaborating with them, and also everybody just getting shine, because I feel like it's not only
Hmm.
about you, it's about other people as well. That's why I'm grateful for this opportunity, because not only am I being recognized as you as well, and how consistent you've been at what you're doing. So you just set a platform for people to really express themselves, and get the light, especially up and coming, because it's hard.
Yes, 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 definitely. And
You're welcome.
thank you for saying that. Um, so what have you ever went on tour?
No, I haven't.
You
Like I
know,
said, I started in November. I'm pretty much just taking it month by month, just staying busy, and looking forward to the opportunities to come and trying to just set the tone. I just
yeah,
want
yeah.
everybody to know like who I am, TL Stylez, up and coming, and pretty much just like I said, my phone, I put down all my information, TL Stylez. You can look me up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I have my email, tlstyles, been styling at Gmail. You can hit me up if you want to direct message me and, you know, email me, chat. Like, I'm open to the opportunities. I don't want to be closed-minded at all.
Right, right, right. That's definitely something that it can be cherished, is that you want to be open, that you want to be open-minded. I did want to ask, what is it like doing like showcases? Because I've never like just did like a round or a line of showcases. What is it like when you go and like set up a showcase and go and perform like with other artists and other people?
I mean, I'm assuming because I've never done it before, but in my mind,
Wow.
yeah, in my mind, I'm looking at it like this. I guess it will be pretty exciting event. I mean, I feel like as an artist, you would want to collab with plenty like people, other people, and be like, hey,
Mhm.
let's do this. I don't think it's hard to set up. I think it's fairly easy. Like, I have a boss mentality, and I feel like anything that I put my mind to, I can do. So I would say like showcases, you get a couple people together, you just pretty much make it happen, but also you have to have some structure and a system that works, whether it's going to be merch getting rid of, whether it's
Yeah.
going to be, you know, the DJ, the songs that's going to be played, how long the sets is going to be. I think that a lot of people put too much focus on the promoters instead of taking it and doing it themselves and investing in
Mm.
themselves. So that's why I think a lot of people fall short, and we have to wait around for these showcases. But I'm one of those type of people that I'm trying to make it happen. So if you don't see me in a showcase with somebody, you know, that I mess with or whatever the case may be, because I won't just jump into anything. If I feel it, I'm gonna go for it. If you don't see me in a showcase soon by somebody, it's gonna be my own showcase. So
Exactly.
that's what it's gonna be.
You know what? You're right about that, because a lot of times, if you're an artist, a lot of things you have to do, you have to start and do yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're waiting for the other end to do it for you, you gotta be out there like pushing. You gotta be out there pushing. I mean, like, people really don't know how much stuff artists are really going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So this is normally a time in the interview when I ask if you have any questions for me.
What made you want to start the indie spotlight?
What made me want to start it?
Yeah.
So what made me want to start it was when first my experience from the artist's perspective.
Okay.
And it's hard, like, you have people in the industry, that just go through like managing like the artist, but they've never been like the artist and then talking about what's happening, like both sides. Like, when you can see it both sides, you understand. So I started it in February 2020,
Okay.
because I kept seeing all these really, really talented people in my local area and just all around the USA and beyond, that was doing really, really good things and doing very talented things. Restaurant owners, bar owners, entertainers, um, independent independent contractors, just everybody. And I was like, why nobody is shining a spotlight on people like this
Yeah.
that's doing this? And I normally consume a lot of social media. You know, it's kind of like TV. It's like everyone has their own broadcasting system.
Yes.
So when I started seeing all this stuff and I started following a lot of people, I started getting into a lot of stuff, and I just didn't see enough people talking to independent artists. Because I used to look at some
Yeah.
people's stories every day and listen to their stuff
Yep.
every day, and I don't see a lot of people supporting that. And I was like, as being an artist, we should come together and not be so separate. I know it's a lot of parts of the industry. It's all separate, and I'm just like, why is it separate? Like, if you don't get this, then this doesn't happen. If this doesn't happen, this doesn't happen. And I've seen a lot of people that had a lot of talent not get to where they were at because they didn't have the proper support.
Yes, definitely. Yep.
They didn't have the proper support. So that's pretty much why I made it. So
Well, I appreciate you for it. Definitely.
thank you.
I've been watching you, and I love what you're doing. I love the consistency. I love the ambition, and I just love how you just reach out to people and you touch base on a lot of people I didn't even know that I look at and I'm like, oh, they good. I mess with it. You know, I'm just really appreciative of you and what you're doing for the culture.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you tell people where they can find? So, if any new people just joined, could you tell people where they can find your products or your music and everything like that, and your YouTube? Because it's important for me to talk about that.
All right, so my product, Pray More Worry Less. If you look on my Facebook, you look on my Instagram, you can check out different designs. Like I said, the website will be coming soon. YouTube, TL Stylez. You put TL Stylez, and it'll come right up. Stylez with a Z, and pretty much SoundCloud, everywhere. I'm pretty much on all streaming platforms. It won't be hard to find me.
Right, and on YouTube, right? It's TL Styles on YouTube
Yes,
too. About the
TL
same way.
Stylez. Yep.
Yes, guys. So it's also I forgot to also talk about the importance of YouTube and the importance of people being able to be updated constantly on you visually. You know, your music videos and stuff like that because like we consume so many videos, you know, especially on Instagram. This is like video central, so everything. So that's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Then what um what do you like to do also in your spare time?
My spare time, sheesh, what's that? When I do have spare time, I like to spend time with my daughter more so. I
Oh,
really like to take that time out and really, mess around with her and just see her growth and just love it. Every moment I like to take it in because I feel like life is too short and tomorrow's not promised. So everything you love, everybody you care for, you need to cherish them.
yes. How old is she?
She's 2 years old.
Oh,
Two going
it's
on 10, but we working on it.
He said two going on 10. And do you also I want to ask, did you have a favorite place that you ever so you haven't performed out yet, period,
No,
right?
no, no.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there any this is a question that I actually forgot to ask our first guest. But if you had the chance to perform with any artist that's out, independent or mainstream, who would that be?
Oh, to be
Or do you
completely
have a
honest,
couple?
right now, if I had to choose straight off the head, I would say Moneybag Yo because I love his energy and I love his
Yeah.
consistency, and I just, I really like him.
Wow.
Other than that, and if I had to go straight, one more person, I would say Eminem. If I can just be
Wow.
like on stage with Eminem, that would be awesome, dope. I'll even do the hype man. I can know most of his songs anyway, so it's just to be able to be in the presence of like somebody that really gets it popping. Like I would
Hmm.
really love that. I can keep going for real, but I'm not gonna hold
I'm
you
sure. And you
up.
can if you want to talk about everyone you would want to perform with. You can talk about more people if you want.
Yeah, I would. I like the Elzais. I like the Black Thoughts. I'm diverse.
Wow.
I like to really just I love the feel of the music and just the energy. That's what it's about for me.
Yeah, I could see that because like if you like did a song that had like Moneybag Yo, Eminem, and you on it, it would be three different elements. That's what
Mm.
I'm looking at. Like in three different styles. So that would be I think that would be good. I think that was a really, really good pick. And also, what producer would you pick if you had
Producer.
a chance?
Ooh. To be honest, I would have to go with Dre. I would have to go with Dr. Dre. I really
Oh,
would.
awesome.
So,
That's a really, really good pick.
like, I know
So
a lot
hope
of up and coming like Cassius and stuff like that.
hmm
I mess with them too, but I would really go for the legend, Dr. Dre.
yeah, definitely a legend. So hopefully, in some way, shape, or form, me and you will work together.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully in the near future. And is there anything else that you wanted to say before I wrap up the interview?
I just want to say, everybody have a blessed night. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for having me. Just continue to stay ambitious, chase after your dreams, and just never give up. Pray more, worry less. That's what it is.
Yes, that is a really, really good phrase. I definitely need to just like soak into that.
Listen, I got you. If anything, I got you on some merch. I'll throw something your way.
Awesome. So I want to thank you, TL Styles, for coming on, and thank you for accepting the invitation to come on, and thank you to all of the viewers and the guests that came on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Have an awesome, great night.
You too. Thank you.